Welcome to Arizona Living. I'm your host, Danielle Lerner, and today we're coming to you from one of the hottest, newest sports venues in the Valley, Putting World in Scottsdale. But before we walk the course, here's a look at what's coming up on the show. A vacation getaway that welcomes your four-legged best friends, and the importance of getting your AC checked out this summer. Plus, design advice from American Furniture Warehouse. That and much more coming up on Arizona Living. Well, we are here from one of the newest and hottest sports venues in the Valley, Putting World in Scottsdale, and I'm joined now by COO and General Manager Steve Leonard. Steve, thanks so much for having us out here today.
Thanks for coming out. It's great to have you here.
Okay, for anyone who has not had the pleasure of visiting Putting World just yet, can you tell us what you guys do here?
Sure. Putting World is the first of its kind 18-hole indoor semi-private putting club. It's focused on traditional golf, but it's complemented by world-class food and beverage, instruction, competition, and mainly fun.
Yeah, it's really an entire experience when folks come in here. How did you guys come up with the concept for something like this?
I have to give credit to Tim Souser, who's one of the co-founders. He came up with this idea because he competed in worldwide putting championships and always had this dream of doing something indoors. So he and the other co-founder, John Wall, came up with this actually during COVID, and wrote on a lot of napkins, came up with a lot of ideas, and the end result was Putting World.
So you have an 18-hole putting course here. Can you tell us some of the specifics about what Putting World has to offer?
Yeah, it is an 18-hole putting course, but it is not your regular mini golf by any means. This is more based on a traditional putting green that you'd find on a green grass facility. But what we've done is we designed it so we move where you start every day. So it's always different. So if you come in and if you play every day, which gosh, we'd love to see you play every day, it's going to be a different course and a different challenge, and it keeps it exciting.
What sorts of technology have you guys worked into the greens here?
Well, it's more so above the greens, and it's called YadaTech. So we have 71 cameras that are going to track your ball when you play, and it's going to keep your score for you. It's also going to measure how well you're putting. So at the end of your round, you're going to get a readout that shows how well you did this, how poorly you did that, and we're going to be able to help you with the things that you didn't do so well.
Now, I have to admit, I am a terrible golfer in general, but putter.
You're in the right place.
Especially. So I know you guys, you work with people too, though, on their skills. So of course people come to have fun, but they can also come to up their game a bit.
Absolutely. So that's the great thing about Putting World. It appeals to all levels of golfers, whether you're a beginner or the experienced player. So we can teach you how to start. But if you really want to work on your game, we have our putting studios and PGA and LPGA professionals with a ton of technology, probably the most technology in any putting-focused instructional program anywhere in the country.
Wow, and for those who are really looking to compete, you offer tournaments and things like that as well?
One of our goals is to make putting a sport in its own right. So we have created the World Putting Tour. We have monthly events which have a $30,000 purse and a $10,000 first place. And we're going to have a tour championship at the end of the year in December, $100,000 purse, actually a minimum purse. So nobody in the putting world is doing that kind of things.
Yeah, that alone is incentive to try to up my game
Absolutely.
a little bit.
Absolutely.
You know, you mentioned the dining options as well, and when I first walked in here, I'm not going to lie, that was one of the things that really caught my eye. Talk about what sorts of food and beverage you guys offer here.
We have Bar 19, which is a craft cocktail bar and restaurant, and our chef, executive chef Michael Patton, is one of the best and just unbelievably talented. People are blown away by the food. So craft cocktails, elevated bar food. We have a lot of people coming in now just for the food itself. It's that good. So
in addition to some of the tournaments that you mentioned, you also have all sorts of events happening here. What can folks look forward to? Well,
this has turned out to be the perfect place to have a corporate outing or a fundraiser because everybody can putt. It only takes about 30 minutes to play. When you complement the putting, how quickly you can play, how fun it is with our food and beverage, all in one convenient location. It's just, you can't beat it.
Yeah, there's a lot to do, a lot to enjoy. So how does it work? Can folks just come in and putt, or what do they need to know if they want to come by?
Everybody's welcome. We do have memberships, which is probably the best way to enjoy Putting World because it gets you the most experience. But you can play just on a daily rate or join us as a member and really get the full experience.
All right, Steve, well, thank you so much for having us out here today. And for any of you at home who are interested, make sure you visit their website for more information. If you're looking for a memorable getaway, a trip to Utah could do the trick. At the Best Friends Roadhouse and Mercantile, you and your furry friends are welcome for some rest and relaxation.
The Best Friends Roadhouse and Mercantile is a 40-room, pet-centric motel right in the heart of Kanab, close to all the attractions that you want to be able to see in southern Utah. It's luxury stay for you and your pet. Hi, I'm Julie Barger, and I'm the Director of Visitor Experience at Best Friends Animal Society. The best thing about the Best Friends Roadhouse and Mercantile is that we don't charge you anything extra for any of your pet stays. You can stay in our gorgeous rooms with up to 4 of your animal friends. When you check in with your pet, you're immediately going to be welcomed with doggy biscuits and people cookies. You're going to be shown to your room. When you walk in, there's actually a double door that will keep your pet from escaping. Once you open that, you're going to see modern, bright furnishings with all the things thought about the safety of your pet. Chairs that they can jump up easily on, no spaces for them to get trapped under the bed when you're gone if they're scared, beds that pull out from the bed and make their own little dog bed, cubbies for them to lay in. Everything is about your comfort and your pet's comfort when traveling. The Mercantile is the heart of the Roadhouse. It's our gathering place. It's where you'll come and get your complimentary vegan breakfast in the morning. You'll meet Mike or Michael, and they'll greet you with a smile and get you that caffeine that you need to take on your busy day in Kanab. You can shop for Best Friends Sanctuary souvenirs. We'll have all kinds of logo apparel, everything that you need to refresh yourself and get stocked up for your next part of your journey. We have Kitten Bingo, which is amazing. That's once a month, and we just released adoptable cats play bingo for silly prizes, and it's a super fun time. So the Best Friends Roadhouse and Mercantile is just down the road from the Best Friends Animal Sanctuary, which is the largest no-kill sanctuary in the country. We take care of about 1,600 animals a year. And if you're staying at the Roadhouse, you can arrange to have a sleepover with a dog, cat, or even bunny. And includes 2 lunch tickets to go up to the animal sanctuary and dine at the Angel Village Cafe, where we have the most beautiful view of the Escalante staircase that you can imagine. The Best Friends Roadhouse and Mercantile is located right in the center of Kanab, where there are lots of walking trails that you can take with your pets. We're just down the road from the reservoir, which I love to walk with my dogs. You can go kayaking there. We're also within an hour drive of Zion, an hour and a half from Bryce Canyon, an hour from North Rim of the Grand Canyon. So there's all types of places that you can go with your pets. So to visit Best Friends Roadhouse and Mercantile, visit our website. You can see all the different types of rooms that we have, see our rates, book your stay, or feel free to call our front desk.
Here's a fun fact. The National Golf Federation says about 25 million people play golf in the U.S. No doubt they'd all have a lot of fun here at Putting World. Let's take a look at what's coming up on Arizona Living. We show you the role Lake Pleasant plays in Arizona's water supply and the one thing you should do to keep your AC running all summer. Lake Pleasant is a popular summer destination, but as you're about to see, it also plays a key role in the Water Central Arizona project delivers to Arizona residents.
Well, most Arizonans know about Lake Pleasant. It's a great place to water ski, to boat, to camp, to fish, but it has a very important additional role in the Central Arizona project system, because this is our regulatory storage. This is where water can come off the Colorado River and can come into this Great Lake and then be used in the summertime when people really need the water. Now, the source for this lake is 2 things. It's the Agua Fria River, which runs right into the lake, and then it's the Colorado River, which is nowhere near this lake, but serves Lake Pleasant through the reversible Waddell Canal. So there's a rather unique water source that in the wintertime and in the early spring, it's coming into the lake And then in the summer, it reverses and it's going out of the lake in order to serve all of central Arizona. Those of us in the Colorado River Basin have been affected by climate change seriously. In the last 23 years, we've had the longest running drought in 1,200 years in this basin. We've taken most of the cuts from the Colorado River. So Lake Pleasant plays a particularly important role now because it allows us to bring water when we can from the Colorado River, store it in Lake Pleasant, and then to be able to release it to the central part of the state where 80% of the Arizona population resides. That gives us a sense of reliability in a time of real uncertainty. Lake Pleasant wasn't always this big, but when it was decided to be the center of the Central Arizona Project for regulatory storage as well as recreation, they took the old Waddell Dam down in the late 80s, and in 1992 it was finished and the lake grew to 5 times the size that it was when they started. So it's a greater recreation area, but it certainly serves the Central Arizona Project as regulatory storage in a very important way. Well, Lake Pleasant is a key location on the Central Arizona Project system. Most of the water that's delivered is after Lake Pleasant, going south to Tucson. So it forms a very important system storage right there, and we're able to bring extra water in the wintertime when power rates are lower and we can take it off the Colorado River, store in Lake Pleasant, and then when the big demands come in the summertime, then that water gets released. We get some hydropower from the new Waddell Dam, but we also save a tremendous amount on the power costs. But more important, I think, we're able to provide a secure and dependable source of water for Central Arizona because of this lake. Well, for more information about Lake Pleasant, you can go online to knowyourwaternews.com.
We spoke with Right Way Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing about the importance of getting your AC checked before those summer temperatures kick in.
At Right Way Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, we understand the importance of providing a 5-star service. For that, we've hired and employed a little over 50 technicians for our service department. So service and maintenance alone, we run about 50 technicians. What I've learned over the years is our AC unit's kind of out of sight, out of mind. You know, so doing routine maintenance on it for a lot of customers just kind of goes by the wayside. And when they get in a bind or in trouble is when they tend to make the phone calls. So preventative maintenance can definitely lower the risk of your unit failing on the hottest part of the day.
We do a thorough evaluation of the entire system. We look at the inside portion of your system and we look at the outside portion of your system, which is your condenser. We check high and low voltage connections, make sure that they're nice and tight, make sure that there's no burn marks, no sparks or anything like that. We flush the condensate line, so make sure that the water's flowing properly. We change your filters, we look at your ductwork, see how clean it is. We check amp drawings to see how much energy the system is pulling. We wash the outside condenser. Overall, if we happen to notice something along the way, we bring it up to you and we give you multiple options. Whatever option is best for you, then we do that.
We pride ourselves when we come out to customers' homes to doing a thorough evaluation and provide an assessment on what kind of HVAC system is best for your setup. And on average, our project managers are in a home for roughly 2 to 3 hours, performing manual J-heat loads, looking at the layout. And is it something that we go back in with similar equipment that you have? Or is it somewhere where we can downsize your equipment and achieve better efficiency, let alone much better comfort for your home? Here at Right Way, we've partnered with some of the top HVAC manufacturers to provide the best equipment available to our homeowners, to our customers.
If you have pets, and especially if they're inside your house, well, first, we're super comfortable with pets. But we also look at how's your filter looking, because a lot of pets shed a lot of hair. That could cause the system to get dirtier, and if it gets dirty, then it performs not as efficient as it's supposed to. The biggest tip that I can give any homeowner, please change your filter. The filter is very important. By changing the filter alone, it can help the system perform better. I highly recommend you reach out to us at Right Way so that we can look at your AC, especially in the summer, but also we do checkups in the winter for your furnace. Just get in contact with us, we'll come out, provide great service.
Stick around, we have much more Arizona Living coming up from Putting World. A community health center providing services for those in need and advice on getting that easy living design in your home.
Hi, my name is Jill. I'm from Patio, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the home consultation. When you come in the store, look around, see what we have going on in our store. We have so many different options for patio furniture. So you can walk through the store to see what different collections that we carry, and then also just kind of figure out exactly your needs are for your patio furniture. If a customer comes in with a photo, I can take a look at it and see what their patio looks like. And if they are interested, I can do a home consultation. What I do is I usually do a sketch and figure out exactly what they're looking for. So the sketch will help them kind of guide them through their backyard. And we can sit down, figure out what they're looking for and what their needs are for their back patio. Some people have no idea what to buy. And so that's where I come in and I help them kind of figure out exactly what their space looks like. I do home consultations where I go out to their house and guide them through what the pieces they're looking for. The home consultation and the design consultation is completely complimentary. Patio furniture, find your bliss at one of our locations or shop online.
Chiricahua Community Health Centers is the largest primary care organization in southeastern Arizona, and their mission is to provide health care for all. Let's take a look.
Chiricahua Community Health Centers was established in 1996 through the partnership of a community member in Elfrida named Cliff Wetton and our former and original CEO, Ginger Ryan. They established Chiricahua because they recognized that the individuals in that community didn't have access to primary care because of their geography. Our mission is to care for patients and build healthy communities, but our ultimate goal is for every patient, regardless of their ability to pay, their background, any of it, would come and establish a medical home with us and with the primary care provider who would together then lead them through their healthcare journey. We know it's difficult enough when you have, family, just other challenges, but being here in this region of rural Cochise County adds additional barriers and challenges, and so we're here to try to support our patients and families in their healthcare journey. Today's event was celebrating, we had a ribbon cutting for our latest addition to our mobile fleet. So this mobile is named Doyen. This unit is going to be targeting our senior population who for whatever reason is not able to come into our health centers. And so we celebrated that today through our partnership with P3 who made this possible. And now we have 8 together with our 2 dental units and 6 medical. So we have learned, especially through this pandemic, that patients, if they have that level of trust with their primary care provider, they will come to us for advice. We develop a deeper relationship, and again, to me, that is the crux of primary care because we're not episodic. We're here for their life, ideally, and we want to go through this together. But if we don't have a foundation of that relationship of trust, it doesn't work as well.
Part of Chiricahua Community Health Centers is to make sure that we are treating the whole person. And so under the behavioral health umbrella, we have our registered dietitians, our integrated behavior health, our substance abuse and mental health case managers, behavioral health counseling, and our psychiatric nurse practitioners who provide psychiatric services.
So Chiricahua Community Health Centers provides the entire scope of general dental services, everything from checkups, cleanings, we do fillings, we do crowns, we will replace missing teeth, we do partials, dentures, bridges, and we do some implant work as well. We do root canals, we do extractions, we see patients for emergencies, and for those patients who tend to have a higher anxiety in the dental setting, we can also provide some minimal to moderate sedation options for them. If we can come in for routine checkups and cleanings, prevention is the #1 way to ensure that you are doing everything you can to address not only your mouth but also your overall health as well.
If somebody wants to learn more about Chiricahua, they can visit us online or come and see one of our clinics. We're all throughout the county and we're happy to share more information.
Don't go away, we've got more Arizona Living coming up from Putting World in Scottsdale. Getting the easy living design look in your home.
Enjoy local stories from your community in the form of videos, articles, podcasts, live streams, and more. Find it all only at yourview.com.
The experts at American Furniture Warehouse have advice for creating that easy, casual living look in your space.
Easy casual living is simple and elegant, but not overstated. It's comfortable and relaxed, mixing natural elements to create a calming atmosphere. Notice the 9x12 traditional area rug with its muted tones and elegance, marrying with the modern abstract art that has the same colors. Easy casual living also combines natural elements of iron, glass, and warm wood light tones. You can create the easy living style with these iron bookcases that flank a warm wood-toned console. Combining traditional and modern helps create that easy living style. Create your easy casual living with everything you see here and more at American Furniture Warehouse.
We want to thank everyone here at Putting World for having us today. Make sure you come check it out for yourself, and we'll see you next time on Arizona Living, where we help you create an inspired life.